Hey everybody, welcome to Cosmic Crisis TV, and welcome to this all-new Cosmic Talk, where basically we talk about anything revolving in movies, games, anime, basically everything in the nerd universe. So we discuss theories, different points of views, kind of hash it out, and talk about anything we think is relevant. So in this episode, we're actually going to be talking about the MCU and Civil War theories. So everything in the news that's come out lately about Marvel's Captain America Civil War and the MCU as a whole. We're going to be talking about our theories, discussing what we think could happen, should happen, and might happen in the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. So let's actually start off with Chris telling us who is going to be in the Civil War movie.
Okay. Well, first of all, if this is your first time joining us, I am Chris, and
I'm Josh.
that's Josh. So for the Civil War movie, we have confirmed characters that are going to be in Captain America Civil War. Obviously, Captain America.
Obviously.
So far confirmed, we have Captain America, Iron Man, Hawkeye, with the Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, War Machine, Falcon, Black Panther, which will be his first show.
This is his first appearance.
Which will be his first appearance. Crossbones is going to show up because a lot of people thought maybe he was dead, but he's dead from the first movie. Frank Grillo is going to play him, so he's showing back up in this one's Crossbones. Baron Zemo is going to be another villain in the movie. Winter Soldier, so Bucky Barnes is going to show back up as the Winter Soldier. Let's see, I already said Scarlet Witch, him. Let's see, Ant-Man, Scott Lang is going to show up also, which we will be seeing his movie coming out in June.
July.
July?
Okay, yeah, July 1st.
Right. It was pushed to July. That's right. They need to give. They still need to give the Age of Ultron enough time to make all of its money before
it just came out a few weeks ago.
That's true. That's true. So in July, that movie comes out. I believe it's the 17th.
The 1st.
The 1st? Is it?
July 1st, I think.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was later. My dates are way off then, apparently. So.
We think.
So you have Ant-Man, General Ross. So Thunderbolt Ross is also going to show up.
The first time we've seen him in the MCU since the Incredible Hulk movie.
Which we all know had Edward Norton as a Hulk and not Mark Ruffalo. So this will be interesting seeing him show up after... How many years has it been?
Let me see, that was 2008. So this is 15. That would be 16. 8
years. So it'll be interesting seeing them bring him back. Which I was surprised that they stuck with the same actor.
I like the actor though.
Yeah, I agree. I was just surprised that they stuck with the same guy since the movie's changed. It's been so many years, and since the Hulk changed and everything. And I believe that is it for the confirmed characters. Let's pull up my list to make sure, because go through that. Okay, we did have Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, the Vision. Yeah, the Vision is going to show up. That is one I didn't mention. Captain America, Iron Man, Hawkeye. Sharon Carter has been confirmed for it, so Agent 13 will be there.
Okay, yeah.
So
she is confirmed as Sharon Carter?
Yes, she is Sharon Carter. Agent 13, Sharon Carter. Because I know they did call her Agent 13 in the Winter Soldier, and so people are kind of like, oh, who is she? And there have been theories going around, even the theory that maybe she'll be Carol Danvers or like Miss Marvel. And I was like, guys, that's Agent 13. Agent 13 is Sharon Carter. So it has been confirmed that Emily Van Camp is coming back, and she is Sharon Carter, who is the niece, if you don't know, she is the niece of Peggy Carter.
Isn't Peggy Carter even going to be in Civil War?
She hasn't been confirmed yet as being in it.
If they did, she'd probably just be like a flashback.
There are rumors that there may be flashbacks, kind of like they did in Age of Ultron. Also, if you want to watch this video, there will be spoilers for Age of Ultron in this video, so if you have not seen it...
There will be a spoiler warning right here for you guys, so you've been warned.
Also, Martin Freeman has been cast in the movie.
Yes, now hold up on that. Yes, Martin Freeman has been cast. So all you Sherlock BBC lovers, both of your heroes are here to stay. So will we ever get the Sherlock season 4 on BBC? Moffat, please let that happen. Oh, will we? Continue.
Okay, so Martin Freeman has been cast, but it has not been
Confirmed what his role is.
or said what his role is. Some rumors is that he's going to show up as a member from the Ross family. Other rumors is that he's just going to show up as, say, some type of lawyer or lawmaker, somebody. Not sure yet. So you also have Scott Lang, Ant-Man, T'Challa, Black Panther, Falcon, Crossbones, Baron Zemo, War Machine, Thaddeus Ross. That is it so far.
And Stanley's obviously going to be in it.
Yeah, that's it so far for the confirmed people in Civil War. Now, of course, there's still the rumors that Spider-Man will show up in it.
Oh, it's been confirmed that this is going to be his first appearance, but
Yeah.
we still don't know who the actor's going to be.
Maybe they may. It's a rumor that within this either this week or next week that Marvel wants to pick out an actor for him, like real soon, sometime this month, because they are filming.
They have to.
They are filming Civil War right now. So we may find out who it is, or are they going to be able to keep it under wraps? And
That'd
not
be
let
very
anybody
hard to
know
do.
who Spider-Man is.
That'd be very hard
So-
to do.
I would say, if it's a relatively unknown actor, I think you could pull it off.
Maybe,
So
yeah.
if they go with a relatively unknown, I mean, most of the actors that they have picked, most people have to do research to find out who these people are.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people really didn't know who Chris Hemsworth was before he started playing Thor. I mean, you could pick out a few movies, but it wasn't like one of your top actors that everybody's going to recognize. So if you can pick somebody out that not everybody recognizes, maybe you can be able to sneak him in there, and then we get his reveal during the movie. And let's see, any other rumored characters that may be in there. Rumors that Daredevil may show up in it.
Yes, because Charlie Cox?
Yes.
He is signed to do Marvel movies as well as the TV show, so that is nice that they can cross over.
Other rumors, they may bring in an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. actor or actress.
Actress, yeah.
So basically, the rumor is they just called an actor, so they said they may bring in somebody from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which most likely it would be Chloe Bennett, who plays Skye, also known as Daisy Johnson, also known as Quake. So that would make the most sense. I don't see them bringing back Phil Coulson because it's
Either if not now, not for a long time.
yeah. So out of any of the characters on there, I think the only one that would make any kind of sense is Chloe Bennett's character, or possibly Mockingbird. So
Yeah, because she is in the Marvel Universe and she is supposed to be one of the Avengers at a point.
yes, Mockingbird does do that, and she does obviously works for S.H.I.E.L.D. and stuff. So, and then she's also a movie actress. So
Yeah.
she's done TV shows before. She's done movies before. I mean, you've seen her in Red Dawn. She also played Lady J in the second G.I. Joe movie. So
This is true, yeah.
So she has done other things like that. So she may also show up in the movie. I don't know how that would all fit in there. It'd be kind of interesting to see if she fits in there, or either one of them. Let's see, any other casting rumors. I don't think Marvel's going to... I don't know if any of their other TV shows will come out in time. Say their Netflix TV shows. Jessica Jones may come out.
Jessica Jones is supposed to come out later this year, so...
So Jessica Jones may be out, so you'll actually get Jessica Jones and Luke Cage out of that. So Luke Cage may show up in
It'd be
Civil War.
nice.
And Jessica Jones possibly, but she basically gives up her powers. She is powered, but in the comic series she gives up her powers and basically does espionage type work.
Really?
And stuff. Yes.
I did not know that.
So, yeah. So we may get one of the two, or maybe both of them. We may get like cameos from all these people here because, well, this is Civil War. I don't think Marvel's going to downplay it and be like, okay, this is Civil War, but we're not going to give you this grand scale Civil War like in the comics. I think they're going to try to give you as grand a scale. I think this is going to be like Avengers 2.5.
Of course, it's
Basically,
Avengers 2.4. They have everybody basically everybody from the second Avengers movie.
Yeah, I know there have been people who have complained that saying, oh, there may be too many people in this movie.
Shut up, it's Marvel.
Being like, well, there's... I know it is a Captain America movie, so I believe it will be centered on Captain America.
Yeah.
But I believe the way that they've been able to handle these movies, they've been able to give everybody their due, especially in the first Avengers movie, and then also in Age of Ultron. But I also believe that the Russo brothers are up for the task.
Yeah, because they did direct the last Captain America movie, and that one was jumped way off the scale in comparison to the rest of the Marvel movies.
In my honest opinion, I think that overall Winter Soldier was a better movie than Age of Ultron.
It's probably the best movie in the Phase 2 movies so far.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. So I wouldn't expect any less from them when it comes to doing the Civil War. I think they're up for the task.
Yeah, especially since they're going to be doing Avengers 3 Part 1 and 2 back to back.
Yes. Let's see, and I don't know about any other rumored casting or possibilities of casting as of yet.
It'd be nice to see what they're going to do with General Ross's character, because in the comics he also does turn to the Red Hulk, so
Yes.
wonder if they're going to bring him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe sometime.
That would be interesting. I'm not sure that they would do it yet. I guess now we can basically get on to our theories about the movie, because I guess we could hit on that a little later.
Yeah.
With our theories, especially now at the end, for those who have seen Age of Ultron, at the end of Age of Ultron, we have a brand new Avengers team.
And it's called New Avengers.
Yeah, I like that, how they listed it as the New Avengers headquarters.
Yeah.
And stuff. So in our New Avengers team, obviously it's led by Captain America. So you have Captain America, Black Widow, Scarlet Witch, Falcon, War Machine, and the Vision.
Yeah.
So what do you think about your Avengers team? I really like it.
I think it reminisces the New Avengers, or at least the Secret Avengers, quite nicely.
Yeah, it's to an extent. It's not exactly every character or exactly how any of the teams show up, but I like how they put it together. I mean, they use what they have.
Yeah, because they have quite a bit, but they don't have quite a bit as well.
Yeah, that is true. So now with this team, you see in the movie that both Captain America, or Steve Rogers and Tony Stark, basically leave on amicable terms. There was no warring between them. But throughout the movie of Age of Ultron, you do see them at odds with each other a few times.
Especially the biggest part is when they're at Hawkeye's cabin and they're chopping wood, and Captain America just rips the log in half.
Yeah, I mean, we can even rewind it further back to when Ultron first shows up, and then they're all down in the lab discussing what happened, and Steve's basically like, what'd you do, kind of thing, and they start basically getting at it a little bit.
Especially the second time they encountered that.
Yeah, and then of course after the scene at the cabin at Hawkeye's home, when they kind of get into it there, and then once they basically retrieve the body, who would become Vision, you see them basically debating as to whether they should bring life to the body, which with like Bruce and Tony Stark were both doing. And then he's telling him, okay, you got a 3-minute window to do this. And then Captain America's like, I don't think so. And then so they start fighting right there.
And Thor just jumps in and just gives him life.
I think it was interesting because it basically showed two sides all of a sudden. It wasn't just Captain America and Iron Man going at it, but it was Captain America with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch on one side, basically against Iron Man
and the
Hulk, and then
Thor, and Bruce Banner.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Hawkeye.
I forgot he is in the
So yeah, he shoots the bullet through the glass. So you do see like two different groups going at it right there, and then basically Thor shows up and then breaks up the fight. But you did get that tension of, wow, these heroes are all fighting each other and they're starting to go at it. And then there were a few other scenes where it was just, you could feel the tension between them, where it's like Steve wants to do what's right, but he's not willing to do do it at any cost.
Yeah, he's not willing to go the distance.
Yeah, Iron Man, on the other hand, Tony Stark is willing to do whatever at any cost. I mean, whether it costs people's lives or, you know, it's like a gray area.
Yeah.
You know, if it's gray, he'll do it.
Yeah, he wants to do the right thing, but he's just doing it the wrong way.
Yeah, for Captain America, it's all black and white. Like, saving all the people on
Sokovia.
in Sokovia when it gets raised up into the sky and stuff, he was basically like, nope, we're going to save everybody before we blow it up. He was basically telling Tony Stark, hey, I didn't ask for this type of plan. He's like, I just want to save everybody.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And that doesn't seem to be Tony's sentiment also. He was basically like, okay, let me look at this. He's got a gray area, unlike Steve Rogers, who has black and white. He's like, I save everybody or I don't save anybody, kind of thing. For Tony, it's like, well, I can save everybody else, but I'll have to sacrifice these people here. But Steve Rogers is basically like, well, no, either save everybody or don't save anybody. You're going to die trying. So, which you can see both of them are starting. Both of them are leaders, and so they're just butting their heads the entire time.
Yeah.
Up until the end of the last scene in the movie, it was basically they kind of made their peace. Tony basically retired, and Steve Rogers stayed and started leading the new Avengers. So that background being put into place and all that being said, what happened with the other Avengers, the previous Avengers, Thor goes off because he basically sees a foreshadowing of Ragnarok. So he has to leave and also go find out. He also sees all the stones. So, and then he's mentioning, oh, somebody's back here pulling strings and doing whatever. I need to go find out what's going on.
Yeah, Thanos, of course.
Yeah, obviously it's Thanos because we even see him in the credits scene, in the mid-credit scene. And then Bruce, the Hulk, basically just flies off in a jet as the Hulk. So that's kind of interesting. Does he ever turn back into Bruce, or is he just the Hulk the entire time?
I'd like him to be the Hulk.
Yeah, that would be interesting. So we're left with an all-new team. Basically, all the others kind of retired. Hawkeye also retires, so he goes back to his family.
Yeah.
So that was basically the last thing that he was going to do. So, now, theories about where this is all headed, because it didn't seem like it really left us in a position for a civil war. It seemed like everybody, made peace with each other and just, went their separate ways. So it doesn't really seem like they gave us too much to work with to be like, oh, well, how's this going to lead to a civil war?
It's not really that hard to see because the Avengers are kind of having halves kind of split right now, but...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're split, but with the others all leaving or retiring and stuff, it didn't really leave a team that's still struggling with each other, It kind of left a team there that's, okay, we're all going to follow Cap. So it's basically now it's his team, and everybody's willing to follow him.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, there have been a few rumors roaming around out there, also a few leaked scripts. So if you don't want to know about this part either, it's not an accurate script because it did leave out some of the characters that are confirmed for the movie, for Civil War.
Still great script, but...
It was a really good script, so
Yeah.
it was leaked onto 4chan, so if you want to read it, take your time, Google it, you probably find it and read it. It is not going to be a completely accurate script because it is missing characters that have been confirmed. Let's see. So, basically all the rumors that are going around is that the Civil War is going to take take place about a year after
Age of Ultron, yeah.
So what he's talking about is that from everything that happened in Age of Ultron, all the destruction of all the cities and stuff, I mean, there was destruction in Africa, there was destruction in South Korea, there's destruction, obviously, in New York and wherever else, so there's been destruction all over the world. So it sounds like the world governments, possibly the UN or whoever, coming together and basically like, look, we need some type of registration for these heroes or these superpowered beings, that way we can defend ourselves or know what's going on. You kind of see that, a foreshadowing of that right now in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where they're going around and having all the Inhumans, they don't call it registration, I can't remember what they're calling it right now, but they're basically documenting all about them and
Okay,
stuff.
yeah.
So they're going through in the episode right before and after Age of Ultron came out. So these last 2 episodes, they started doing this whole processing thing where they were like going through checking the Inhumans and putting them in their system so they know who they are, what their powers are. So you actually see the beginning of the Registration Act in that TV show.
Interesting.
So they're basically setting. It looks like they're setting it up. Also, so if you don't watch Agents of Shield, it takes a little while to get into. I think it's a little cheesy, but it fills in quite a few holes.
You gotta really get past basically quite a few of the first season.
Yeah, so it starts to pick up. As soon as Winter Soldier starts, basically around that time frame when Hydra shows up, that's when it starts getting really good.
Yeah.
So they're still dealing with Hydra and everything. So the rumor is for Civil War is that they're trying to get all the registration going on and stuff. And so you have 2 sides basically arguing for pro-registration and anti-registration. And then it sounds like what it's looking like is that the villains who are going to be in the movie, Baron Zemo and Crossbones, are basically running around causing all types of havoc. Blowing up all different types of things and stuff, and it sounds like that after they do this, that it's going to basically push it so far to where they will all approve a registration act, and they're going to basically call on Iron Man to lead a
task force.
Task force for the registration. So basically his own pro-registration Avengers team.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what the rumor is for how they're going to bring about everybody in this and how, how all this will play out is that Captain America and Falcon are still looking for Bucky, the Winter Soldier. It looks like he has most of his memory back, even from back in World War II. It looks like he has most of that back. And that he's basically seeking revenge on Hydra for doing all this work on him and basically brainwashing him. So it looks like he's going around assassinating all their leaders, and it sounds like the leaders are unknown among most governments, and that it's like top secret, so it looks like he's just murdering civilians.
Yeah.
So you have one group out looking for him, and then you have Cap's group who are like, no, he can't be doing this, we think something's not right here, so, and they keep finding out, oh, these are actually Hydra hierarchy here, so he's basically innocent. He's just doing, vigilante work, So they're out looking for him, and it sounds like he gets blamed for the explosions that may happen, or the terrorist attacks, and so they want him registered and everything else. Cap doesn't want to do that, so he goes and forms his own group. Iron Man forms his own group. Rumor is, as far as the teams go, it looks like that there will be Iron Man, War Machine, Black Widow. I think that's it. Those 3 are pro-registration. And then it looked like for the anti-registration, obviously Captain America is going to be leading that. Scarlet Witch, Vision, Bucky.
What about Falcon?
Falcon is also with Captain America. And who's the other one? Let's see, it was Vision, Scarlet Witch.
War Machine.
War Machine is over with Iron Man on his side. And Ant-Man is also pro-registration. So I'm going to pull up my list to see who else on there. So I'm interested to see in the Ant-Man movie, just to see how that goes, to see why he would join Captain America's side as the for like the pro-registration.
Yeah. Because Ant-Man really doesn't, well, at least I don't think in this new one, as far as I've seen, he doesn't really have that much of a secret identity.
No, he doesn't.
The mask does come up, it's kind of like an Iron Man faceplate, it just opens up, so he could really tell anyone he wants, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so, let's see, let's pull up the cast here and we'll look at it. So, okay, for Scarlet Witch, she would be anti-registration, so she would be with Cap. Black Widow would be with Iron Man. Vision would be with Cap. Get to him here in just a minute. There's somebody else on here, but I'm going to get to him in just a minute. Ant-Man would be with Iron Man, so he would be pro-registration. Pro-registration. Black Panther, it looks like he'll be neutral.
Yeah, because that was basically what the whole bit in the Phase 3 announcement was, with him, Tony, and Captain America.
Yeah, so it looks like that he may be neutral, because it looks like there's going to be a lot more of the vibranium in this movie. So, you know, they hinted at the vibranium in Wakanda. So it looks like he's going to play a bigger role here. What it sounds like is that Hydra actually has outposts where they're harvesting vibranium. So it sounds like he's dealing with Hydra in Wakanda. So he may be fighting them on his own. And then it looks like, you know, that's going to play a bigger role in the movie.
Yeah.
Let's see. War Machine is going to be pro-registration. Now, Hawkeye, who I haven't mentioned yet, it looks like he will actually be anti-registration. Reason being that Hawkeye comes back. Now, here's the big spoiler, if this really happens, is that the rumor is that Crossbones actually finds his house, finds where he lives, finds him out, and kills his wife and his kids.
Oh, no.
So that's the big rumor right now, is that's why Hawkeye comes back to the Avengers, and then he joins up with Captain America because he knows who's responsible for all the bombings and stuff. And it's rumored that he will join up with Cap and help them find whoever. So,
Now, Baron Zemo, which version of them are they going to do? Probably.
The rumor is they're going to use the Sun. It's not the original Baron Zemo, but the Sun. I'm not too familiar with the Sun. I know Baron Zemo originally was like in World War II, so he's one of Cap's main villains back then. But I'm not too familiar with everything that the Sun has done. I know he was one of his villains later on, but I'm not too familiar with him about everything that he does. But that's the rumor. Is that it's going to be Baron Zemo and Crossbones, and that they are doing a lot of things with vibranium, that Baron Zemo may have a vibranium sword and stuff like that. They may be using all types of vibranium weapons. Rumor is that, you know, Iron Man may show up with a vibranium suit.
Yeah, I
as
heard
well.
that.
So he gets a new suit, and it sounds like he'd be using vibranium for it. So it was interesting reading the script because it sounded like there's going to be quite a few people facing off against one another. Falcon facing off against War Machine, Iron Man and Captain America facing off against each other. Who else was it? Black Widow and Scarlet Witch facing off against each other, kind of thing. So it was kind of interesting. Also, going back to Ross, Thunderbolt Ross, it sounds like he is going to be also leading the pro-registration group. So it sounds like him and Stark will be working together. Would make
sense, yeah.
So, because you do see them at the end of the Incredible Hulk talking with each other, being like, Tony comes to him and he's like, so I hear you got a problem, kind of thing. So, you know, they could be working together. So that's some of the rumors there, or, you know, some of the theories.
So basically, it's kind of like the original Civil War comic book storyline, but with a bit of a twist in it.
Yeah, a bit of a twist to it. Also, I forgot, I left him out, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So the rumor is that Spider-Man will be in the movie, and that he will originally join up with Iron Man. It sounds like Tony Stark will go and approach him, show up, because it sounds like he's already going to be bitten. He already has his powers.
Yeah.
And that he's doing his little crime fighting in New York, and that Iron Man shows up one day and finds him, and it's like, hey. So he basically goes and gives him his story and explains to him and stuff, and so it sounds like Spider-Man's going to be a teenage kid, fairly new to his powers, doesn't really know how to handle them, and so Tony Stark basically gets him to join up with him. It doesn't sound like he does any type of reveal.
Let's hope not.
For who he is, but it does sound like he gets registered. In the script later on, they're all fighting each other and everything's happening, and then all of a sudden, wherever they're fighting at, there's like even more mass destruction by Hydra, And so once they're beating the tar out of each other, both the two groups of Avengers, then it sounds like that basically Captain America basically realizes, hey, we're destroying each other and we're not saving anybody
yeah.
and stuff, and we're basically doing this at any cost because we're warring with each other. Which sounds legit because, well, that sounds like Captain America and something he would do. So it basically sounds like they all basically form a pact. Okay, you know, let's stop Baron Zemo and Crossbones and stuff. And so it sounds like at the end of all of that, that they go put a stop to it. They keep them from the vibranium and stuff. And it sounds like there's going to be another new Avengers team at the end of it.
Yeah, because in the comics there are quite a few Avengers teams and stuff.
Yeah,
and all
so
that.
at the end of this one, with the script that was leaked, Captain America survives. He just turns himself into Tony Stark, and they basically arrest him. Some of them, like Vision, flies off into outer space, which would be interesting if he does, because possibly, maybe we'll see him in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
So, because they were saying, okay, at the end of it, once everything gets all taken care of, the bad guys get defeated, everybody comes to peace with each other. It sounds like, you know, not all of Hawkeye's kids died. There's a couple of them that live. So he goes off, and Scarlet Witch joins him, basically helping with his kids. Because she still has that animosity towards Iron Man. So, I mean, even in the movie, Age of Ultron, she still had some type of animosity towards him. Like, she still didn't trust him, which I can buy. I understand.
Yeah.
Let's see, any of the other characters. Falcon, sounds like he sticks around. War Machine sticks around. But here's the interesting part. When Captain America turns himself in, he gives his shield to the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
To Bucky Barnes. So everybody is pretty sure we're going to get a new Captain America. Now the debate is, which Captain America will we get? Will we get the Bucky Barnes Captain America, or will we get the new Captain America, Sam Wilson?
I think we're gonna get Bucky Barnes.
I would have to agree. Reason being is because of how long the movies have been around and how long they've been made. Marvel's had a plan this whole time, and they've already had it pretty much sketched out as to what they're going to do. I have no issue with Sam Wilson being Captain America or them doing that, but I don't think that was part of the plan, because Sam Wilson just became Captain America this year, or was it the end of last year? It was the end of last year.
Probably the end of last year.
Yeah, it was like the end of last year. So all of Marvel's plans with the movies will predate that by quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, and I think in this universe, it would make more sense for Bucky to become Captain America than it would for Sam Wilson. Because Sam Wilson already is a hero. He's the Falcon, so everybody sees him as a good guy. Now, if the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, is being blamed for all the explosions and everything, he's basically going to need a new identity for people to look at him and trust him. So, and the only way I see that happening is by him becoming the next Captain America. So, if there's going to be a new Captain America, I see it being Bucky rather than being Sam Wilson. I don't necessarily see Sam Wilson becoming Captain America, at least yet.
Granted, Steve Rogers will become Captain America again in Avengers Part 2.
I believe that. I believe that will happen. I believe that, you know, some of the characters are going to go and disappear. Like Thor will disappear, Captain America will, Iron Man. We're going to have a whole new team for Infinity Wars Part 2 or Part 1, and I believe we're going to get a whole new team in Part 2 with a lot of people coming back.
Yeah.
And a whole lot more heroes thrown into that. Maybe even at the end of Part 1. So.
So, in closing, let's kind of do this a little quickly. What are some of the theories that you have first for where the Marvel Cinematic Universe might be headed with Civil War, Infinity Wars, and all that?
Oh boy. I really don't have too many theories right now. I would like to see, what I would like to see is for, say, Captain America to die and Thor to die. Just because I think it would be more
dramatic.
More dramatic, yeah. Instead of him just, say, like, turning himself in. I hope that's just a rumor. I hope they have him die and then, say, come back because there is the Life Stone.
Yeah.
Maybe they can use that to bring them back to life. I would think that would be more dramatic. I know, you know how Phil Coulson dies in the first Avengers movie, and how it was never planned for him to come back, and how basically Joss Whedon was really irritated that they did bring him back. I think it's because they were already planning on doing that later on with either Captain America or Thor or somebody like that they were going to kill them and then bring them back. Because now it's expected for once somebody to die to come back, because, well, you see in the Age of Ultron, Quicksilver dies at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, oh, he's going to come back.
Nope.
There's a possibility that he may. Just in flashbacks, I think. I don't think he's going to really come back, because he will not talk about how many movies he signed on for. Because when they did film the Age of Ultron, they filmed 2 different scenes for him. One where he lives and one where he dies.
Oh, really?
So they kept it where he lives, and then he also has alternate costumes. So he has more costumes. They even filmed him at the scene at the end of Age of Ultron in the Avengers group.
That's what I want to see.
So that may be in the Blu-ray, a part of the cut. So that may be one of those deleted scenes. So they talk about how they have that, but he may also show up in, say, like flashbacks or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's already that thing, that idea in the back of everybody's head that, oh, they're going to bring everybody back to life. Once somebody dies, they're going to come back to life. So I think it was already in the works that either Captain America dies, like he does in Civil War, where what's her name? Carter.
Sharon Carter. Yeah.
Sharon Carter, thank you.
Agent 13.
Agent 13 kills him in the comics because she was brainwashed. That may happen. She is going to be in this movie, so there's a possibility that'll happen. And then he is brought back to life later on in the comics, I believe by Red Skull, because he was the one who wanted to kill him. So he basically goes back in time and prevents it, kind of thing, or brings him back to life. Thor dies numerous times in the comics, and then he's always brought back to life. So it is a possibility, especially when you have the Life Stone out there.
Yeah, my theory, or what I'm hoping, because this is what I've seen in comics, I hope at the end of Civil War, Captain America dies by Sharon Carter's hand, and I think I remember in the Civil War storyline she was brainwashed to do it or something.
Yes.
So I hope that happens. I hope he does get revived with like the Soul or Life Stone, and in like maybe Infinity War Part 1, and in the second Infinity War he takes up the gauntlet after Thanos wipes out like half the entire universe, including heroes that have been or are in the movies right now. So he does that, takes up the Infinity Gauntlet and revives them back to life. And
that would be interesting.
That'd be nice, because he did pick up the Infinity Gauntlet recently and in earlier comics, as well as Thor's hammer.
Yes, that's one thing I'm hoping to see. Now, we did see in Age of Ultron that he
does budget.
He budged it. So, and the look on Thor's face when he did it, he was like, "Oh boy!"
And when Vision
handed it to him, so. But I would love to see that sometime down the road that Captain America actually uses a hammer or picks up the gauntlet and uses it.
It'd be nice.
I think that would really push him to the forefront. That like he is in the comics. Like Captain America is the Avengers, basically. I would love to see that in the movie. Let's see, other things that I would like to see. I would like to see if they do, say, like another Avengers team. I would like to see Captain Marvel show up and basically take the lead of the Avengers team.
That'd be cool.
Say like in either Infinity Wars 1 or 2, basically be the leader, because she's the leader of the Mighty Avengers and another Avengers team. I can't remember who the other Avengers team was.
Never
I know
heard of
she
that.
was the Mighty Avengers. The Mighty Avengers had, let's see, she was there. They had Ares, Wonder Man.
Okay.
Let's see, it was kind of an obscure team that they had put together.
Yeah, kind of like East Coast and West Coast Avengers.
Yeah, it was a bit of an obscure team that they had put together there.
Yeah.
So that would be interesting to see.
Okay.
But I'd like to see her because she's one of the leaders of the Avengers, and for being a female, I would like to see a female lead. You know,
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
because we do have a lot of people who want to see more female characters in there, especially female superheroes. So I would really like to see her step up to the plate. Because the only thing we have so far is, for this whole time, we've really only had Black Widow. But now we do have Scarlet Witch, which I really like.
Yeah.
I thought she did a really good job. Elizabeth Olsen did a really good job as her. Some people don't like her accent, but I thought it was fine. I was like, I'm not going to complain. Like, we got another female. So I won't complain.
Yeah.
So I think it's about time to have another female. I know she is getting her own solo film, but it's going to be like later on. But I hope that she gets a prominent role in the Avengers team. Other things I'm hoping for, I don't know. I'm hoping to see the Guardians of the Galaxy crossover with it sometime.
They're supposed to come in during Infinity Wars. At least that's what I've heard.
Yeah, that's what I'm really wanting to see.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I'd love to see how they would fit in with the Avengers and how that's going to all mesh together. Hopefully, we see Vision joining them. I don't want to see Hulk joining them. I thought he lost a lot of points in Age of Ultron. To me, the character just wasn't as good as he was in the Avengers movie.
No.
I was looking forward to a Hulk movie, but now I'm not. I really don't care if they do one.
They kind of need to redeem him a little.
Yeah. After Age of Ultron, I am really looking forward to an Inhumans movie.
Yes.
I'm hoping that they have Scarlet Witch in there. Possibly Black Bolt. You better have Black Bolt. I mean,
come on, Vin Diesel.
So
you don't need to say anything. Just be there.
Rumors that Vin Diesel may play Black Bolt. That's been rumored for a long time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm also hoping to see an Illuminati start to form.
Yeah, I would like
Black
to see the
Bolt,
Illuminati.
Doctor Strange. We do have Doctor Strange
yes,
showing
he
up.
is Doctor
So
Strange.
I almost forgot that Doctor Strange is going to show up. That would be interesting to see how he fits into everything too, because
we don't really know if he's gonna be Doctor Strange or if he's just gonna be Doctor Strange right now.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see because they haven't really taken a look at that aspect yet.
Yeah.
So all the magic and everything like that, nobody's really.
They
haven't delved
really
into that.
kind of base it off science.
Yeah, it's more off science. There are aliens and stuff. They're not afraid to do that. So I really think I don't think it's going to be science. I think it will be magic.
Pure magic, yeah.
And I don't think they're going to be afraid to do it because even T'Challa, Black Panther uses magic. So we may even see that with him, which I would really enjoy. I don't want to see just science, so we're just going to explain everything away. Kind of like DC's trying to do with their movies right now. It looks like they're going to try to just explain everything with science and this and that. Who cares? It's comic books. I want to see you be as comic booky as you can without being
Marvel is
cheesy.
really perfect with that right now.
Yeah.
So
Those are some of the things that I want to see out of the next few movies.
Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, so that'll be it for this all new cosmic talk. Yeah, almost forgot it right there. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have stuck around with us to the very end, you guys are awesome. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys think are the theories. What are your guys' theories for the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a whole? Where are they gonna go? Whatnot? And also let us know in the comments what you guys think we should talk about next. Anything in movie news, game news, anime news, whatever. You guys let us know. If not, we can always just think of something on the spot by ourselves. So if you guys like the video, subscribe for more videos in the future. We will have more next week. So until next time, keep it cosmic.